Nerdrotic.com.
All right, Super Chat Square Up time. It's going to be a Super Chat Square Up. We're going through 4 episodes. We're going to do it long, and I'm going to take my time with you. So there we go. Yes, this is The Office. It's almost done. Well, the part you see is almost done. There's still a lot to do with the part you don't see, and I put just as much into it because it is going to be a 360-degree thing. I'm going to be shooting videos from different angles, and this door right here, you can see I still have some soundproofing to do. Oh, shit, a piece fell off. You can see a piece fell off right there. That door is going to be a TARDIS. I got a guy coming over painting it blue. I bought this little kit off Etsy with the windows that I can put up. It looks great once I get done with it. Shit. I can't have soundproofing falling off. That was my test. Those were my tests, so I'm not surprised. Yes, I've had squares fall off in the back. It's gets hot here. Gets hot. It's like 75 in this room right now. It's kind of nice, to be honest with you. Little. And autumn in San Diego is fracking hot. It actually gets a little bit hotter in the early part. So, but you're not here for weather. Let's talk some nerd shit. Let's do some super chats. Adam Wolford for $5. Ryan, check Twitter from Weapon9901. I think you might like it. Well, I'll pass that on. This is 2 weeks old. Sorry. He probably did, though. He's very good about checking his Twitter, especially when people are talking about him. Just kidding. A little bit. That Nobody Guy for $5. I watched Jeremy casting Couch Nintendo 10 to 20 times. Pure gold. Please guest Perry Chan. Perry is invited. When he's ready to live stream, he will come on. He can come on. He is officially a member of Friday Night Tights. Daniel Price for $4.99. I am late, but I decided to cancel Netflix today. Cuties draws the line. Yep. You know, that argument was stamped down with that whole right-wing bullshit, and they're starting that with other stuff too. I found an article, I might do a video on it, that Cal Exit is right-wing as well. Well, I got to tell you, people on the right are sure enjoying the fuck out of it, as they should. Schadenfreude is a real thing. And I think people should enjoy themselves after, this state has a lot of power in the union, and its politics have infected the union and bordering states. And yeah, there's a lot of resentment towards California. That's why I don't take offense to people saying, don't be like a Californian if you come to my state. I get it. I get it. California has earned that. You just got to know that we're all not like Californians. We are real California. A lot of the Californians who vote that way are the fucking newbies, the ones who came here from somewhere else to code or act or whatever. The people who are actually born here, who know what it's like, who've known what it's like for me, for 5 decades. I remember a California that was a pretty fucking cool state, a place I would never leave. I considered it heaven. I considered San Diego heaven, absolute heaven. Pretty girls, smart girls. The dudes are all right. They're okay. Good music. Weather was perfect. Okay, here in San Diego, our sports team sucked, but I still liked them anyway. And the city's clean for the most part. It's clean. I lived in San Francisco. Even before the poop became a factor, I found it pretty dirty. I think a lot of people don't think it's that way because they're used to city, like hardcore city living, like New York and San Francisco. But, you go to downtown San Diego, it's pretty clean. Now, it used to be bad, but they cleaned it up. They actually took the time to clean it up. Daniel Price, thank you for the $4.99. The Grand Inquisitor for $5. Hail, Gary. Hail the Fandom Menace. I refuse to be judged by the gosh dang degenerate furry on my drunken choice of gas station pizza. Go F yourself, Rags. Wow. Jesus, Grand Inquisitor. I'll tell you right now, when it comes to 7-Eleven food and gas station pizza, that shit was fine dining for me. I used to be homeless. And when I could afford some 7-Eleven pizza or something like that, that was a good fucking night. And I lived on big gulps and 7-Eleven hot dogs when I could afford them, because they were like, shit, they were 50 cents when I was a kid. 50 cents. Mud crab for $2 Australian. Can't hang around today. Also, hi, Rags. Hi. The Last Navigator for 10 New Zealand dollars. I can confirm that the entertainment industry is compromised over here in New Zealand. I've worked with those who are more worried about identity politics than making great content. That is the entirety of the industry. It is fucking doomed. We are there. We have arrived. It's doomed. Marvel, Disney fucked the movie industry a couple of days ago. And I've done multiple live streams, and if you've been around my channel for a while, you know that the main thing I've been talking about for the last 2 to 3 months is Hollywood as a whole. Because what we have been talking about in the Fandom Menace, what we have been talking about with Star Wars specifically, with Doctor Who specifically, with Star Trek specifically, is now happening to the entire industry. Somebody said it a few months back. I'm going to repeat it. I'm sorry, I can't remember who it was. I believe it was... Shit, I can't remember who it was now. Sorry. The Fandom Menace is needed more now than ever. More now than ever. So I ain't going anywhere. And neither are you, unless you want to. I'm not telling you what to do, really. Tony Yule for $5. Hey, Gary, did you see the new Star Trek fan film released yesterday, A New Frontier? It's truly amazing. It's been sent to me multiple times, and I plan to take the time to see it before I see Friday Night Tights. I've heard nothing but good things. And I hope it wasn't made by some crazy guy who went to law school, who always wants to tell you he's a lawyer and wants to sue everybody and acts like he's fucking Stanley Kubrick of the fan films. Yeah. Thug Life Bear for $5. The biggest sin of the Lion King remake is Mufasa's ghost is proud of him. In the original, his disappointment that makes Simba fight for his home. Yeah. Yeah. And they switch that because patriarchy. Dads get disappointed. Disappointment motivates. I'm not going to be soft on my kid all the time. I'm pretty chill on my kid because my kid has challenges not every kid has. And you know what? Somehow my kid's fucking tough. He gets that from me and his mom. Darth Mick for $5. I don't often get to watch these live because I work a third shift. So thank you for uploading these to iTunes. I wish more YouTubers did that. I download them. You're welcome. You know what? Thank you for telling me. I don't know if anybody listens to my stuff on iTunes, and there's a mirrored sites too, like Player FM. It mirrors everything on iTunes. I'm also on Spotify. If you listen to my podcasts, or if you listen to them directly from nerdrotic.com, because that's what I do. I back everything up to my website. That's what it's there for. Eventually, it's a placeholder for something else, probably something kind of like what Geeks and Gamers is doing. Not as extensive because I only have I don't have an army of people. It's just me. But it's mainly there for backup. So if you need to find me anywhere, I'll be on nerdrotic.com, and it's there so I can upload the audio versions of the live streams, turn them into podcasts, and they go on iTunes. And I'm so happy to hear that you guys listen to them there, because I put a lot of work into that. John Maley for $9.99. What do you guys think of The Boys season 2? I haven't read the comic, but I think it's the best thing out there right now, and it never stops surprising me. Yeah, if you haven't read the comic, I'm sure it's fine. I got to admit, I've read the comic, and I've also I've been affected by knowing things I didn't notice before. But it's because I've taken in so much entertainment. I am not a movie channel. I am a TV focused channel as far as, and pop culture. I cover comic books, but I don't review comic books. I'll review a movie once in a while, but I try to review a lot of television. Not as much as I used to, but I try to review, 5 to 10 shows a year. And you've just noticed a shift to intersectional feminism. It's easy to find. It's easy to notice now, and it's all over the boys. So it does take away from some of my enjoyment. It does, but it's probably the best thing out there, which isn't saying much these days. Alexander Strauss for $5. Tenet was garbage. I saw it in the theater because I did not fear the fraud. Nolan has lost his mind. Time travel is only for the Doctor, and I'm black. Well, the Doctor can be black. I want the Doctor to be black and Filipino and Asian and Iranian. Is that what I'll say? Persian. I want the Doctor to be all the colors of the rainbow. Just a dude. That's all. I want him to be a dude. I don't care what color the dude is, but you're right. It could be the Doctor, only for the Doctor, and the Doctor can be black. As a matter of fact, I fully expect the next Doctor to be black. I have zero problem with that, as long as it's a dude. The problem I have is the Timeless Children and Jodie Whittaker, and they're not going to erase that from the canon, which fucks the show permanently. Fred Sacco for $10. Not so fast, my friend. Herbie is going to score so much consensual action when he goes back to major in gender studies at Liberal State U. Probably. No, he's not, because that requires game. And you're not going to get laid in a liberal studies class. Maybe in a drama class. Well, you can get laid in any class if you got game. But you know where I got laid? At parties. I didn't go to fucking school. Fuck school. I did fuck at school a couple times. Got caught once. That wasn't good. Oscar Meyer for $5. Greta Zenner has 320 subs thanks to Odin. We can do much better than Odin. Man up, bow out. Istaphobes. She's got 1,000 subs now, Oscar Meyer, for $5. And she is nice. She seems like a very nice person. Somebody I hope doesn't get any of the blowback that we hear in the fandom, and she doesn't deserve that stuff. Jonathan Aldridge for £5. We humans could build schools on Mars and then create a modern Terra Prime. I don't know if as far as I'm blanking on the term now. Giving it an atmosphere and stuff. It's late. That's going to take a lot of work, but it's possible. There's water there. Lots of water. And that's it. Friday Night Tights with Mullen and Rags is done. All right, on to the Nerdrotic Nooner. All right, says Warren Smith for $5 Australian, says, and this was a night stream. Hail to you, Gary. In a good mood today. Here's some moving monies. Why, thank you. I appreciate that. Polaris sucks for 5 Canadian pesos. I know J.K. Rowling did this to herself, but these Twitter SJWs are nuts, trying to stop characters from appearing in fiction. Crazy. Now they're burning her Harry Potter books. And you know what her response was? I got your money, bitches. Fuck yeah. I'm starting to like her a lot more. Now, okay. I heard Ethan say he's not a fan of Harry Potter and he hates it. I am not afraid to say at all that I am a fan of Harry Potter. I like the books. I like the movies. The books are much better. I read them with my kids. They grew up reading that, and they fucking loved it too. And I think Harry Potter had a lot to do with Doctor Who becoming popular, like mega popular, unbelievably popular in the United States. You want to hear my theory on this? I will tell it to you. So there was a big gaping hole left in a lot of people when Harry Potter ended, the book series and then the movie series. The movie series ended in 2011, but it was starting to end earlier than that because it was part 1 and 2. That hole needed to be filled. People missed Harry, and they had something that was a little similar. It was British. It's fantasy. It's more sci-fi, but it's fantasy. And it's in the same vein as Harry Potter. I don't know what vein is the right term, but I don't give a shit right now. And look at the timing. Doctor Who hits Netflix in 2009, right when Harry Potter's winding down. Well, a lot of Harry Potter fans in Britain, in the UK, were Doctor Who fans, and they were turning a lot of their friends through the internet onto a thing called Doctor Who. Now, I was into Doctor Who, but I noticed a huge upswing in about 2011, right when Harry Potter ended, and then it blew up. Now, the Tenet era was seen in the States, but it wasn't appreciated in the States till it was over. And then a lot of people in the States, Matt Smith was incredibly popular over here. They loved him. Absolutely loved him. You shot a couple episodes over here in Utah. That helped, I guess. And, you know, I think it filled a void, the Harry Potter void. So I think it had a lot to do with it. I do. And the rest is history. And you could have kept those fans forever. But Stephen Moffat fucked it up, and then Chris Chibnall permanently fucked it up. That's so Skaven for $5 Australian. Dear fast food restaurant, you have mixed up my order. Fix it for me. Yeah. Oh, that's probably to Ryan. I follow the Jeremy approach. Jeremy has worked in retail. I have worked in retail. I owned a retail location. I do not abuse retail workers ever. I treat them as nice as I possibly can because I genuinely have empathy for them. And when you roll in and you're if I roll in, I'll use I statements, and I'm a dick, I am just sucking the energy from their day, and I forget about it, whether I'm a dick or I'm happy. So why would I want to do that to somebody I don't even fucking know? So if my order gets screwed up, like, for one, it's on me to check my orders before I leave. I check my orders before I leave. They get something wrong, I nicely bring it up to them and go, hey, I think there's a mistake. No big deal. I can wait. It's not the end of the world. It's a couple minutes to get, whatever. And yeah, and I make sure if I am getting pissed off to check that shit right away, because they don't deserve that stuff. And that's the little thing we all can do. That's the little thing I can do to make the world a better place. Don't be a dick to somebody in retail or a delivery person, or just don't. I mean, there's enough of that bullshit going on. And think if anybody on Twitter took that attitude just once, just, you know what? I disagree with this person, but let them have their opinion. It's fine. No, see, the thing is, then I get involved in it, and then that poison, that poison's throughout fucking Hollywood right now. And that's what we're trying to fight. And yeah, fighting is negative. You got to choose your battles. And I choose not to take them out on retailers. It's just the thing. Saruan of House Roundhead for $5. I wanted to ask you if you ever driven through a forest fire while living in California. Also, do you wish Schwarzenegger was still governor of California? Well, Arnold had some really good ideas in the beginning, and he tried to do the good of the people. Then he got crushed, and movie stars need to be loved. And the right and the left went after him because he was an outsider. Does that sound familiar? Except he buckled like a bitch. And in his second term, he undid all the good he did. Like, he got rid of this fucking dumb DMV tax. By the way, God, I got to register my car. Oh, I register. I need to smog it. I've been so busy with the move. I need tires. It's like mundane shit I've completely forgotten. I need to finish unpacking. I got a suitcase full of clothes. I haven't even unpacked. I've been here a month. I got to get tires because I blew out my tire when I was here, and they're really expensive on the FJ. And yeah, I got to smog my car. I'm got tags. Why am I talking about that? Oh, because of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah. He got rid of the DMV tax, but he loved him. And then he fucking put it right back. Have I ever driven through a forest fire? Yes. I drove through a huge fire on the Grapevine once. I've driven through an avalanche on the Grapevine. I have fought forest fires. I fought them for a year. So I have stood at the flames were damn near licking me. Not really, because if they were 30 fucking feet high, 30 feet. And I was about, 20 yards away from them. And I thought my shit was going to melt. And you know, my shit. I thought my shit was going to melt. And then I ran. And that's what a lot of firefighting was. Running. IK 1906 for $20. Gary, you said we need to fight to salvage our pop culture entertainment, but with everything that's come to light, I think we need to start asking if we should. As much as it was, as fun as it was, I think we need to just let it go. Not willing to do that yet, but I'm really fucking close. And if you let it go, I would not blame you at all at this point. And a lot of people have IK 1906. And that's going to be a problem for a pop culture channel, isn't it? You know, I got involved in the culture war. I thought it would, like, one way or another it would end. Here's how I thought it would go down. I didn't think we'd actually fucking win. I think we make our voices heard. And then when the election's over, things kind of go back to normal. Not completely. Woke will always be there. But what's really concerning is this anti-patriarchal thing, because it this anti-Western civilization thing. And what movies are, what television is, what these stories are the byproduct of an affluent Western civilization. And if you are against it now and you still expect to make money in it, I don't know how that logic works out. They are fucking dumb in Hollywood because they're just going along with the crowd. These are a bunch of boobs. They're a bunch of empty-headed adult pretender morons. And Trump is right. There's a lot of dumb fucking rich people in this country. Something we should be fucking, praising. How good is this country? And then we got a bunch of people running around who are coordinated. They were caught. Go watch Crowder from yesterday. Those spontaneous riots. There's fucking U-Haul trucks with pre-printed signs that are supposed to look like they're handmade, but they're not. They're processed. So it's all a lie. My wife and I went a little back and forth on Brianna Taylor. I don't know all the details. What I told my wife is this. I always knew when I was getting in trouble in my criminal days that if I shot at a cop, I could probably get shot back. I also knew if I hung out with people who would shoot at police, there's a chance I could get shot as well. So I tried to avoid that as much as possible. I didn't at all times, and I'm lucky I'm here, but I tried. I also knew the score. That being said, I don't know all the details. It must have been pretty cut and dry because they knew what was going to happen. Because it's coordinated. Ask yourself this. If that U-Haul truck doesn't ride up, are there riots? Are any of these riots real? Are people just like spontaneously getting up and going, I'm going to be a part of the riot or the system or whatever? Or are they being paid for? I think we all know the answer to this. And I think the question needs to be asked, who's paying for this? And we need to find out. And I hope they're trying to find out. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. If somebody from the outside is paying to have our businesses burned down, they better be extradited from that country and locked away forever. That's the nice part. I would like to say more, but I'm on YouTube. Corey Timigan for 10 Australian dollars. I've been in a dark mood as well, Gary, about the state of the world. Now sitting in the sun listening to you makes me feel better. Remember, folks, take time to focus on positivity. Don't wallow. No, don't. I think it's a very good thing that was caught on video. I think some people might wake up to it. Probably not, but I hope so. And it's not all bad. Remember to look out your own window once in a while. I try to do that here as well. I looked out the window this morning, saw a beautiful sunrise with the palm trees, a little mist. San Diego's always got a little mist in the morning. It's kind of deserty, Mediterranean here. I like that. I'm a desert guy. I don't like a lot of trees. I don't like a lot of rain. I like dry air. I like being able to see. Yeah, it was fucking beautiful. I felt at peace this morning. 200 beep, bop, boop, Watt Studio for $2. Will Wheaton is a poser and an opportunist. Yeah, I was talking about that on the live stream. Will Wheaton was kind of anointed one of the kings of the nerds because he was on Big Bang Theory. He was on Twitter because he was in Star Trek. He doesn't know shit. He doesn't know fucking shit. He's one of those people who says he reads comics and doesn't read fucking comics. Ken of the North for $1.99. Oh my God, that makes me think of Kit Harrington saying he doesn't want to spread any. He said he doesn't want to play any more roles like Jon Snow and doesn't want to spread any more masculinity. Last time I checked, you're playing Black Knight in the fucking Eternals, dude. Yeah, Kit's going through. He said men don't process their emotions well. Listen, he's early on in recovery, and he's like 20 something or in his early 30s. He is a young little pup. He's still going through puberty in my eyes. Some men process their emotions well. Some don't. Just like some women do and some don't. Generalizing is fucking lame, and it's for idiots. It's for mental simpleton fucking dumbasses. Kit, focus on your recovery, buddy. It's going to be tough. I'll be straight up. Kit Harington's not a great actor. He was a good Jon Snow. He's perfect for Jon Snow, who was a quiet, stoic character. Not very hard to play. Not very difficult to play. His character got fucked over. He was one of the more book accurate characters. And that was it for him. That was the biggest he will ever be. Ken of the North says, more like Will Leaching. Am I right? Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for the $1.99. Rock Flanagan for $5. In Wheaton's defense, he doesn't have any options as to which teats to suck on. He has options. He has no options except for CBS. Sucks to be him. Fans don't respect him anyway. No, nobody respects that dude. His only real gig was on Twitter, and I think he woke up one day and realized, I'm not making any money at this. I'm huge on Twitter, and it's not making me dick. And listen, nobody, you don't go to social media to go make money. But if you become that big on Twitter, and that required probably a hell of a lot of focus, probably most of his day, you better be making money off that. That better be your job, or you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. It's okay to be huge on social media, but to use it to take your entire day doing it. Crazy Cat Guy for $5. Fire Kurtzman. Dump KK. Shut up, Wesley. Go to the devil, Patrick Stewart. You rock, Gina Carano. Yes. Shout out to Drunk 3PO and oh, hi, Gary. Hello. Hi. Fire Knight 013 for $5. Regarding Twitter, I will quote Fight Club. I am Jack's raging bile duct. Juan Soros. I love that. $2. Release the transcript. Oh, that was talking my phone transcript the conversation between Gina Carano and Pedro Pascal about pronouns. I can't repeat it here. I can't. By the way, I did read that one because I remember my favorite line from Fight Club.
Look, the people you are after are the people you depend on. We cook your meals. We haul your trash. We connect your calls. We drive your ambulances. We guard you while you sleep. Do not fuck with us.
Now, there's some out there who might think Fight Club is more like Antifa. Au contraire. Fight Club was filled with working class people. My generation, Generation X, men who didn't feel appreciated, men who were not going to do as well as their fathers. And we had to come to terms with that. And while some of us did not, and some of us probably stayed at home, and those are the little punks who are out there burning shit down right now, a lot of us overcame that and decided to work anyway, decided we didn't need to do better than our dads. We just needed to be happy and go out and work for a living, raise a family, follow that American dream, which I did. I went from homelessness to this, and the journey was rough. It was more than rough, and it was worth every second. Now, when it comes to Hollywood, I'm speaking straight to Hollywood. I'm going to put this in a video. We buy your DVDs. We buy your action figures. We go to your movies. Do not fuck with us. But you are. And what we'll do is leave. Forget you. We don't need you. There's enough old entertainment to keep me going for the rest of my life. And people will find other things to do. They already are. And that's what Hollywood's scared of the most. And maybe I'll make a quick video on that in the morning. It might delay some of the Super Chat square up, but I think I've got a video rolling around in my head. Just a short one. Little epilogue to my last video, which is doing very well. So thank you very much. Welcome to all the new subs again. But yeah, the people in Fight Club are, we guard you while you sleep. Well, security guards, cops. Not that, again, I can't believe I'm in a position where I defend the police. I really am not. Never thought I'd be in that position. And we also, cater your events. And the people who are out there burning shit down right now are working for the system. Paid for by the system that we're trying to fight against verbally. I don't know how much longer that's going to last. We'll see. Larry for $2. Gary, I missed the first hour. What I missed? Nothing. Absolutely nothing, Larry. You came right on time, buddy. Sean for $19.99. Good luck on the upcoming move. Make sure you scout out the area northeast of San Antonio and west of Austin. I lived in Texas Hill Country for years. I was dragged to Orange County. Well, you're not that far from me, Sean. Can't wait to get back. Hell yeah, Sean. According to Christy, thank you for the heart. Thank you very much for the $1.99. So that's it for that Nerdrotic Nooner. Let's go to the next one. Ironcaster for $5. Your producer killed it today on her live stream with Metal Gear Mando. Awesome. I'm proud of her. Well done. Michael Lewis, welcome to the Gandalf level. I appreciate it. It's getting late. Bill Melliter, thank you for the $3.99. Cup of Joe, and that's a pair offering a Cup of Joe. Thank you very much for the super sticker. We've got Crazy Cat Guy for $1.49. Thank you for the ice cream super sticker. That was for the ice cream incident. Dana Bailey, thank you for a $10 super sticker. I appreciate it. And then we have Phoenix Tangent for $5. Hail, Gary. Would Mrs. Nerdrotic consider writing a comic book based on her original characters? I would definitely support that effort. Cheers. Yeah, we are actually thinking about it. Once the move gets settled, she's going to have a little extra time in her hands. And yeah, I'm thinking about a comic. It would not be one I could write. It would be one I would plot. I would hire some people to write it. I could fill in some dialogue here and there. I've written comics before, not like Ethan or anything like that. Believe me, trust me. But yeah, it's rolling around in my head. Son Goku for $5. Pablo quit halfway through season 2. I don't think he did. And if he did, I think it's worked out. I don't know. I don't know. I have trouble caring. I'm sorry. Rhett1 for $5. Hail Gary, hashtag walk away. Yes, walk away from Hollywood. David Butcher. Man, that's close to my last name. That is one letter away from my last name. $25. Hail Gary, my last name is one letter different than yours. Sweet. Anyway, you probably heard already that Ben Shapiro and The Daily Show are leaving Los Angeles and heading for Nashville, Tennessee. Yeah. Yep. Joe Rogan's move hasn't gone that well. Mine will go better than Joe because none of my shows will disappear. And what I say is what I'm going to fucking say, and it's going to stay there. And you have my promise, and you can hold me to this right here, right now. Of course, I'll have an exception, and I'll tell you what the exception is. I will not, I repeat, not that this is ever going to happen, but I will not take some money and go over to some network. So if you're out there, don't bother asking. It's not going to happen. I am going to do my own thing. I don't need, I'm going to do it as long as I can. I need money to survive. I don't need to be filthy rich. I just need to get by. So far, I'm doing that. I take it one day at a time, but I will not sell out. Not happening. Not in a million fucking years. And the one exception would be if I'm absolutely kicked off of YouTube for some reason and I have to go to somebody's network to survive. That would be the one exception. But to take me, I would have to be able to say what I want whenever I want. Period. But that's never going to happen. So I don't even know why I'm talking about it. That's not going to happen. But good for Ben. Good for Ben. Ben and Crowder and I think Rogan made a huge mistake going to Spotify because, Crowder can say what the hell he wants and he's got his backup with the Mug Club, which is great. And I'm looking to do something similar and it's going to take a while, but it's in the works. It's actually one of the things I've been working on along with moving is getting the shop going. So yeah. No selling out, guys. No selling out. Nope. I don't even take sponsors. Stetson's Gold, thank you for the £2. Thanks for just being here, dude. Tough times. Hey, you're welcome. Thanks for being here for me. Jesus. I can't thank you guys enough. Crazy Cat Guy for $5. Get yourself some caffeine. Sorry, it's probably going to be Starbucks. You know what? I don't like Starbucks, but when I need caffeine, man. Jonathan Aldridge for £5 and don't beat yourself up either. My Pete's isn't that close. Meant to say it is worth giving the new director a chance. We always want to give people a chance. For Black Widow, I'll give her a chance, but she needs to, tell me about the movie. And I guess she was, and it's hard for me to give her a chance when she told me about the movie and it's intersectional feminism. Tax Whitey is more controversial than Keel Whitey. Yeah. Modalicious? Maybe. Maybe. I think Queel Whitey was... I played a video where somebody said that. Jonathan Aldridge for £5. I was thinking that since Gina Carano seems to be a decent woman who uses common sense, why not have Captain America and Captain Marvel in a story? Okay. If Gina Carano was playing Captain Marvel, maybe? I don't know what you mean there. I really don't. But thank you, Jonathan. Thank you. Roof Korean 92 for $5. Twatter, Facebook, Gog Hell, suppressing arsonist news to punish climate change. The beautiful cat cast is Oregon's Kenosha Kyle. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if that was debunked or not. The Oregon people setting fire. I guess it was publicly debunked, but Uber driver of the apocalypse for 99 cents. Thank you for the 100%. I appreciate it. That Nobody Guy for $5. You inspired me to rewatch Angel. No regrets. Would you support a continuation in our current era? No. No. God, no. It ended perfectly, in my opinion. There's comic series that's pretty decent if you want to read it. Modalicious for $2. I dig that thing. My 24-second vid, Why I Hate France, part 2. Well, it's only 24 seconds, so at least you got to your point. You know what I'm saying? Okay, that's it for Nerdrotic Nooner. Now we're going to get to the next Friday Night Tights. Here we go. Corey B, $4.99. Hail from Smoky as fuck, Washington State. The NFL is truly dead to me, and Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself. Well, I can't argue with anything. It was smoky up there for sure. I was crazy. The NFL has been dead to me for years as well, and you will find you don't miss it. You will find that you don't miss agonizing all day on a Sunday and then maybe having your week ruined because your team was like almost in the playoffs and somebody did something stupid. And then with my team, there was the constant threat of them moving all the time for 20 years. From 1997 till the time they moved, they were always talking about moving. And I was just glad to be free of Dean Spanos and the NFL. And Roger Goodell is the dumbest, worst fucking cuck commissioner ever. And Jeffrey Epstein did not kill himself. I love when, listen, there are some crazy conspiracy theories out there. Oh, God, yes. They are nuts. Lunacy. But that man confirmed a lot of stuff that like when I first heard it, I thought it was balderdash. And turns out it's probably going to be worse than we can imagine if we ever find out the truth, which is a big F. Stargate 404 for $10. Never in my life have I gagged and averted my eyes watching a movie until I saw Menones or whatever that's called. It's worse than they say. Defenders of the film either haven't seen it or belong under mental observation. I could not agree more. And I think most of the defenders haven't seen it. And again, if you think that's okay, well, I know who not to, bring any kids around. Derek McManus for £2. Hail Bulls Trek. Yeah, Bulls Trek's great. Great, good friend, great guy, good Canadian. If Bulls Trek was the Prime Minister of Canada, the world would be a better place. Hell Rats 96 for $5. Hey guys, love the show. I look forward to all every week. I do too. I look forward to hanging. I can't wait till the show starts. I really can't. I think it's turned into something special, and that's because of our great hosts, Perry Chan, the chemistry, and the chat, which is lively sometimes. It gets, listen, where the chat goes, people are going to say what they want to say. We guide the conversation somewhat. And sometimes we go places where, I don't like to go on the channel. I like, my co-hosts are allowed to say what they want, though. That's the thing, is I'm not going to edit them unless they, the only thing only time I would probably edit a co-host if they were ever trying to be funny and they were just dying, I would save them from themselves. That would be the only thing. I do try to, guide it a little bit, but not too much. There's only certain things. There's, we all have pet peeves. We do. The new number 2 for $5. Hail Gary, great panel tonight. Quarter Black, Bulls Trek, Ryan, and the rest. Awesome. Yeah, they were great. Ryan's turned into something else, and yeah. Atina Falado, 2 Canadian pesos. After those burps, my 2-year-old daughter said sorry. Yeah. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Those were good burps by Az, by the way. Az was burping and coughing, and he was still funny as hell. Engsel, 493 for $5. Az, you're doing better. I'm glad. Take care, all of you. You lovely rascals. We are, right? Rascals, lovely rascals. Why, thank you. Well, they are. I don't know about me. Holligan Helix for $5 Australian. Is there a way to save Star Trek? I'm a fan since childhood, and seriously, I just want good Star Trek. What do you think needs to happen besides Kurtzman gone? Well, they need to strip themselves of the entirety of Jar Jar Trek. He went in like a bull in a china shop, as my mom used to say. And I was just watching Critical Drinkers review of Beyond, and I think it's beyond repair because a lot of people's memory of Star Trek is going to be J.J. Abrams as this weird hyperkinetic action series with a bunch of spazzy actors. It's been a while since I've watched the Jar Jar Trek, and it's so, God, Jar Jar is such a bad filmmaker. He is a horrible filmmaker, and like the melodrama combined with the shitty writing and the contrivances, like he is Mr. Contrived. I don't know how that guy takes a dump in the morning. He is so contrived. Excuse me. Sorry to dark side fill you there. Rob Atlas for $2. Boyega's ad is so diverse, it's segregated. That's true. It's true. We got, God, yeah, they copyright claimed the hell out of us for that one. It was worth it. It was worth it. Man of War 665, neighbor of the beast for $5. Glad to see the SRS was a great success, Darth Karen. Down with the fruitarchy. The fruitarchy. Down with the fruitarchy. Mugsikins for 5 Canadian pesos. The article doesn't indicate whether it was just the new Mulan or the animated that has been downloaded so much by Disney Plus subscribers recently. That is a good point. And by the way, that article, it's bullshit. Disney has shared no information about that stuff. And as my co-host Odin put it correctly in his video, go watch it, talking about Mulan. If I have time, I'm going to try to get a video out today talking about this. If Mulan was such a success, Black Widow would be on Disney Plus. They just moved Black Widow and the rest of the MCU, which is pretty much Hollywood right now, back a year. Back a friggin' year. Almost a year. 8-9 months. Not a success. They're full of shit. Null Unit 60 for 1134. Since when was Ryan old enough to grow a beard? Hail inebriated goldenrod. There you go. Apparently the little kid's peach fuzz turned into whiskers. He's little tyke is growing up there. Surprise Mechanics for $2. Who's the thick trap? That's his name is Az. He's from a channel called Heel versus Babyface. You can find him on Only Clowns. Andre Fernandez for 50 Argentinian pesos. Drunk 3PO is our commander in Simp of the Gina Carano fandom. Shout out to Drunk 3PO. Long live and Simp brother. Yeah, he got a little jelly when she responded to my tweet. Hi, Gina. See, I respect Gina as a person. I respect her mind and her takes. I am a happily married man, very happily married man. And I just see Gina as a human being drunk. David Serta for $5. Does Bulls Trek have a mustache? I am sensing a trend. Who wants a mustache ride? Well, I don't know if he's got a beard or a mustache. I haven't seen his face in a while. I've seen that symbol. Diego Flores for 50 Peruvian pesos. Gary, please tell Az I may have asked Crone to kneel. Oh, this is some 40K stuff, right? Please tell Az I may have asked Korn to beat Nurgle on the head, thus helping Az recover. Tell him to stop playing with Nurgle. I have no idea what I just said right there, but I'll tell him. I'll pass it on. I will. Latino Slant for $5. Domino by Kai MFS comes out on October 1st. He is very shy and has a hard time talking about his book. Please show his channel and novel some FNT love. I will do that this Friday, Latino Slant. And we need to tell Kai, you and I both need to tell Kai, you can't be shy about your shit. You got to get over that. Or nobody will know about it. Nobody will know about it, but I will get Kai a shout out. I was supposed to shout out last Friday, and it slipped my mind. So I will, as long as I'm reminded, I will do it. I will do it. A lot of things going through this cabeza, and it's not all good. Randy G for £2. Darth Karen, we need more Fall Guys. Love you so much. Man of War 665, neighbor of the beast for $5. We need a Nerdrotic FNT themed bib for Odin's dinner time segment. What's Odin eating? That's a great point. I think that's a merch idea right there. There you go. Blue-eyed Scorpio for $4.99. Pretty sure Pedro would have denied something on Twitter by now if it weren't true. It's been a few days, just my opinion. I tend to agree with you. I think if Pedro was gone, I think that would have made the trades. Somebody would have talked. Fear of FEMA for $2. Carl Urban, greater than Keanu Reeves, greater than Henry Cavill. I think there's a lot of ladies who would disagree with you, but I like Carl Urban. I'm with you on that one. He was in Lord of the Rings, dude. Win. Being in Lord of the Rings, the greatest trilogy of all time, you win. Travis for $2. Drunk 3PO is literally the most ever. The most ever. Wizardbees for $5. There was an incredible, sexy, pink-haired woman on the screen, but Az took her place. Bring back sexy, pink-haired lady. I wasn't finished. Don't know. Oh. Oh. Oh, Jesus Christ. Grand Wazoo 42 for £5. I recommend Song for Karen by Sonic Youth. I like that song. Thank you, Grand Wazoo, for bringing up Sonic Youth. Great band. Nolos for $5. The last time I saw wings spread behind a character besides Mulan was the Tooth Fairy from the movie Red Dragon, and he was a serial killer. Oh, well, maybe there's something I missed about Mulan. I was thinking about Sonic Youth there. Cool thing. Good song. Muffet 1, $15. If you want to see a good Mulan movie, the 2009 Mulan Rise of the Warrior is the best. Okay. I have no interest in seeing any of it. Any of it. The animation for the original Mulan looked pretty good. I got to say that for what scenes I saw, but I will repeat. During the era of Disney's little animated renaissance, I was in my mid-20s without kids. Like, there's no way I was going to a fucking Disney movie. Or an animated Disney movie by myself. It just didn't appeal to me at all. Dean Valente for £5. Hail, chat. Az, looking trim, by the way. Az, what's your thoughts on the diversity performance on the BGT? The BGT. What the hell is the BGT? Sorry, Dean. I don't know what the BGT is. It's probably the same as all the other stuff. It is, they're forcing a change into the system, folks. And what we're going to have is a lot of incompetence. That's what we're going to have for a while. Listen, you want to, if you want to go anti-nepotism and cronyism, I'm all for it. The thing is, Hollywood they're going to pick their people. They're still going to be Hollywood. And Hollywood might actually be creating their own competition now. Oh, well, they are. It's happening. Decker the Couch Guy for 20 Norwegian krona. Healthy recovery as. Hada as. That's all it says. Philip Morse for $5 Australian. You're looking sexy as fuck, as. Sexy as fuck. They're loving you, as. Crow T Robot from the Satellite of Love. Satellite of Love. Like both versions of that song. The Perry Farrell cover and, of course, the original. In the Star Wars remake, the villain will be Marth Vader, a matronly A matronly. What's a matronly? You mean a matriarchal black woman with a sassy attitude? You mean like a soulful saint? Yes, probably. You wouldn't be wrong. When they remake Star Wars, and we were talking about it, it's happening. And it's fucking take it to the bank, folks. They're going to remake the original trilogy. This is Disney we're talking about. They just fucking remade The Lion King with CG animation and called it live action. Ugh. Larry for $1.99. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Worcestershire for 200 Argentinian pesos, or is it Austrian? I don't know. Hello, Friday Night Tights. I recommend watching Accented Cinema review of Mulan. He brings up some good points. Paraphrasing, they turned Mulan into a symbol of submission. Disney is so dumb they can't even woke right. That'd be interesting if they managed to do that. And no, a lot of them can't woke right. Fixer won for £5. I think the best strategy against woke ideology is to let them win. That way they lose when they are broke and done. You know, there's a small part of me, and I'm sure there is of you guys out there, that goes, okay, all right, you take over. You want the power? It's all yours. Let's see what you do with it. But here's the problem. We've seen an example of that already. It was the chode in Seattle. That was a perfect lesson in what would happen. These people are dumb. There's a lot of dumb people running around the country right now. Uneducated, gullible morons. And that's what it is. See, they actually think that if they tear down the system, it'll still be there for them to take over. Nuclear engineers. So let's play the tape all the way through. Nuclear engineers, you're tearing down the system. Do you have some replacements? Is the power grid going to work? Are we going to have running water? Are we going to have sewage treatment plants? Or is that just magically going to work itself out? Kind of like that garden in the chode, you fucking morons. Sean Carter for $20. This woke shit is already affecting my family. My late father retired as a driver after 30 years. And already my poor mother is receiving one less check because the pension fund is not being replenished. SJWs are awful pieces of shit. Yep. And that's where they screw you. They'll tell you there's a pension and retirement, and then it's gone because they have to pay the newer people more money to do less. Starship Teddy for £2. Marriage isn't for everyone, just for women. That's true. That's true. It's not for everyone. Tim Dog 68 for $5. As this phlegm steals the stream. Almost did. TLGA Screwdrop for $1.99. Ricada is going to be so happy that RBG has passed. And this is the RBG stuff. Yes. I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy. I don't do the wishing death on people. That's karma, man. And ladies and gentlemen, karma. Do not wish death. It's just the thing. It's going to be an interesting couple of months here. Rowdy Hitman for $5 Australian. With RGB gone, imagine how bad the push for mail and cheating will go now. Oh, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. I honestly don't even think it's going to work. So the mail-in places are going to be the places that would have probably voted blue anyway. It's those swing states they're going to try to hit. But I think there's a lot of people on the left who don't want a repeat of this. I could be wrong. Starship Teddy for £2. Woman, hello, Picard, I'm sorry. That's true. Paleo Geek Chris for $4.99. I love you all so much. Choking back the tears. Choking back tears. Descartes the Couch Guy for 50 Norwegian krona. A bit like when NK claimed to have landed on the sun and their astronaut returned back to Earth within a day or something. Who's NK? Who's NK? I'll have to look that up in a second. Starship Teddy for £5. Here in the UK, Thunberg's parents would be fined for not keeping their little darling in school. Stop her skiving. Yeah, her parents are awful. King Rakai for $10. Hail, chat and Friday Night Tights. I have recently returned to financial stability after being laid off from my job and finding a whole new job after. Enjoy listening to you guys. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Kim, and congratulations on getting a new job. Love hearing people going back to work. Let's do it. Funny business for $4.99. Static Shock has had his origin changed and tied to BLM. I can't support anything tied to that organization. Nope. Stargate 404 for $2. Not to get political, but RGB has passed away, Jared. Yes, she passed away. David Serta for $5. Gilbert Godfrey should come out as trans and play dual roles in the next Batman and Catwoman. He should play the next Batman and Catwoman. Did you know Hawkeye has no superpowers? Hawkeye has no superpowers. Descartes the couch guy, he sees really well. He's got really good vision. That's why he's called Hawkeye. At least I got grilled cheese over here, and you guys don't, says Descartes the couch guy for 50 Norwegian krona. Well, yeah, you got us beat there. Woke era started with Iceman and Miles Morales, says Samurai for $2. A little bit before that. It was creeping in before that. Christopher Gorey for $4.99. Message deleted by Mark Lerzeth. Why did you delete a super chat, Mark? Mark, you can't. Mark, don't delete super chats. Oh, Mark, do not delete super chats. Dude. I'll have to talk to him. And I don't listen. If it's awful, I'll say it's awful. Let me decide that. But yeah, don't delete super chats. Muffet one for $5. I find that movies made over the last 15 years are like playing a video game in the God mode. Really? I wouldn't know. I mean, if I was in God mode, I would still suck. Zach, the TSM major for $5. Go on EFAP, my quarter massive. Oh, I was supposed to go on EFAP, and then last Saturday happened, and it was, it was a week ago. It was bad. I had something to deal with my mom. Yep. Fire Knight 013 for $2. Ruth Bader Ginsburg has died. Yes, she has. Damajanai. What's up, Damajanai, for $2? Drunk 3PO is cool, but check out Damajanai. I agree. Shout out to Damajanai. Go check out his channel. Zach, the TSM major for $2. Another Kavanaugh-like situation incoming. I think it's, yeah. And I can't get into it. 369 Garion for $5. Hail Super Az. Toughing it out for Friday Night Tights. He was, and damn near put him down for a week. I'm glad he came on, though. He's a good guy. Trevor Phillips for 2 Canadian pesos. Hail chat, hail Friday Night Tights. Hail to you. Jonathan Aldridge for £5. I will never bend over to no one. I will never bend the knee to no one. Good. Don't bend over. Definitely don't bend over. Don't bend the knee and don't bend over, for sure. Motorlicious for $2. Just saw Graffiti Sabotage. Black olives matter. I like black olives on pizza. I do. Big fan of black olives on certain things. That's so Skaven for $2 Australian. My pronouns are the President Albert Einstein. There you go. Jonathan de Pena Baiz for $5. Hail panel. What happened to Hot Dog Man? Have you all tried Sir Maxon's channel? If not, please give him a listen. I've never heard of his channel, but I'll check it out for sure. Thanks. Eli Snow or Elijah Snow for $9.99. Makes me mad. They tried to cancel Burnett. He's done more real work than any of those wannabe screenwriter punks. They're projecting when they call you grifters. Have a drink on me, boys. Cheers. No, they're okay. So their argument is false to begin with. Again, they're saying we're fake rage. Like we're not really upset about this stuff. That we just wake up in the morning. I'm like, okay, what can I pretend? I'm not an actor. I'm not that good of an actor, even if I tried. And I have done over 1,000 uploads on my channel. I think it's 1,004 on my channel, and then there's another 300 on Nerdrotic Live. You can't keep the mask up for that long. No, I am genuinely pissed off about this stuff. And I am genuinely pissed off about Star Trek. If that's something somebody can't get their head around, that's their problem, not mine. That, you know, it's my job now, but I don't approach it like that. I approach this no different than I did when it was a hobby. Maybe I should, but I don't. I just felt like I need to approach it the same. I do videos off of stuff I care about, you know, but the reason they throw out the grift, and this is usually from anonymous channels. There's one out there who really loves to count other people's money. There's nothing more cringe and cuck than counting somebody else's money. Emotionally unstable amphibian for £5. Az has doxed himself. We all know that he lives at a 29 Acacia Road, on 29 Acacia Road. Oh, there you go. Lego G, $4.99. RBG died. Yes, she did. Justin Whitlock for $4.99. Ashton Kutcher is leading the fight against child sex trade. I did not know that. I hope so. That's great. Jonathan, we need more people doing that. Jonathan Aldridge for £5. Sorry, fellow hosts of Friday Night Tights, but Facebook is a pile of crap in my view. I am done with it. Oh, yeah. The thing is, Jonathan, we still need free speech there. You can be done with it and call it a pile of crap, but we don't need our free speech edited anywhere. And that's what they're going after. So we don't want to support their narrative in any way, shape, or form. If you want to leave Facebook on your own, by all means, leave it on your own. But the narrative that they're starting right now is they're going to eventually go after us. See? Got to follow it all the way through. And that's what I was talking about on Friday Night Tights. This narrative, this new narrative that it's the Russian provocateur thing again. There was a documentary that came out earlier this year, and now I'm starting to hear the same things repeated from that documentary. And what gets omitted from that documentary? China, the country of China, who meddles in everything we do, but they don't mention it once. And he used to work for Google, which has a lot of Chinese interests. Jonathan Aldridge for £5. Sorry, my fellow. I read that one already. Wafer Thin Entertainment for $5 With all these shows being axed, can we bring back Krypton Season 3 to finish the story? No. God, it was awful, Wafer. Oh, God, that was the most... that show was cringe, dude. Keep it gone. Sorry, man. Keep it gone. I could only watch 105-pound women knocking out 300-pound Russian guys so many times. Keaton Smith for £1.99. Yes. Jane Theory for $5. Mic drop pair super sticker. Hell yeah. Straight white male for 2 Canadian pesos thought the next Bond was supposed to be a black woman. We'll say that's not what he says. I edited it out, and that's a good example of why I want to see all the super chats, and then I can say why I don't like statements like this. For one, it's an is statement. I'm sure you were just being edgy with the humor, and it's fine. I appreciate the super chat. No hard feelings, but that makes us look exactly like what they're accusing us of. I am not about this stuff at all. I hope I've never given the impression that I am, because I'm not. I am not a free speech absolutist. I've said that repeatedly. There are certain things you can't say on my channel because my channel needs to be here to be effective. And while there are the edgelords out there, how long do they last? Not very long. You got to be smart about this stuff. For one, again, I'm not about this stuff at all. I'm sure you were just trying to be funny, and that's fine. That's fine. That's why I just edited it out, and I'm going to leave it there. It's no hard feelings, but it's just a good example of what can hurt the cause. And we need to be here to fight it. And yes, we have to constantly fight changing rules that we're not aware of. And there's humor out there that we can't use at all. And hey, listen, you're free to say this stuff all you want. But I am also free to edit this stuff off my channel because, again, I need to be here. So thanks for the super chat, but try to stay away from, please stay away from statements like that. All right, next super chat. Wafer Thin Entertainment for $5. At least Gendry saw Arya coming. Ooh, yes, he did. That is not something I ever wanted to see, by the way. I Canellis for $5. Hail Gary. Hail Ryan Cannell. Hail Quarter Black. Hail Az. Hail Bulls Trick. Hail Comics Division. Inhale. Hail Tom. Ah, that's funny. There you go. Phantom Guard for $4.99. Ahsoka is a clone or frozen in carbonite or slept with Luke Skywalker. Yeah, I think they could come up with any one of those three. You just gave them ideas because they have none of their own. 200 beep bop boop Watt Studio for $5. Listen, Rey taking the Skywalker home is the same as JJ's Kirk taking the captainship of the Enterprise. JJ sucks. JJ Abrams sucks. Yes, he does. Absolutely. John Ellis Bush for $9.99. I'd like to apologize now to Garrett for him being removed from this episode of Friday Night Tights and replaced with Quarter Asian Lu for its Chinese release. Stay strong, my dude. John Flan McFly for $6.99 Canadian. My wife is super anxious because of the coof. Any advice? Yes. It's not that bad. Unless she has any pre-existing conditions, she has nothing to worry about. I think a lot of people have been locked up. I think you need to, I don't know what the situation is in Canada, but try to go out, especially before the winter hits, as much as you can. Go out and do stuff, just you and her on your own. Get a routine going. That's the biggest thing about confinement is routine. You get a routine, it keeps you from thinking about things. And, repeat the routine like you're doing time. Hiram for $5. Ruth Bader Ginsburg just died of pancreatic cancer. It's going to get ugly now, and it certainly did. Gary, the same thing is happening with Churchill, says Jonathan Aldrich. They're removing him from history? Yeah. West Moody Webcast, thank you for the phallic unicorn. I appreciate it. Malcolm Zydek for $2. You teaming up for your own comic on Indiegogo? Maybe. TJ Paris for $5. If The Mandalorian was going to rip off Lone Wolf and Cub anyway, it would have been nice if they went all the way with it in season 2, full violence. Yep, I agree. L.E. Yap for 125 Filipino pesos. Good morning. To make it easy, it's Filipino peso. I love your show. My morning is not complete without it. Here, take my Netflix money. Just axed it. Good. Thanks, L.E. Yap. And I recognize Filipino pesos because a large portion of my clientele was Filipino in San Francisco because I was in your daily city. Mr. Rich Lowpitch for $5. Can I watch Cuties without getting put on the FBI list? Also, do you guys think it's possible that Roman Polanski had a hand in that movie? Anything's possible, but, well, I'm sure he had a hand in something. Sick bastard. Robert Harrington for £5. I only watched the last 5 minutes of R1. The political posturing and social media with the resistance hashtag and safety pin nonsense put me off. Yes. It's ridiculous. The Jester of Sin for £5. Hail panel. Great show as always. Hope Az gets better soon. We need him back on more. Well, he's going to be on twice a month. Jonathan Aldridge for £5. It's because people in the UK are so influenced by movements like BLM. Some people are, yes. There's gullible people out there, and BLM has whatever it was. I mean, it's the statement by itself is great. Black Lives Matter. Yes, the organization is a Marxist organization. Got a problem with that, but that's the thing. They conflate themselves with the statement you don't really have a problem with, and then it turns into a problem. GWS Hunter for $5. Hi, Ryan. Thanks for your Sports Wars videos. They are great. P.S. I hate every Star Wars hardback book. Oh, wow. What about the paperbacks? GWS Hunter for $5. Don't mean to call anyone out, but is Jeremy the only one lacking a beard? Yes, because he can't grow one. DCG for $6.99 Canadian. Maybe John Boyega should hire Perry Chan to cut him into his own commercials. Maybe. Gerald Armstrong, $4.99. Hail, no, was trending on Twitter earlier. Just thought it was hilarious. No. Big Fat Nerd for 5 pesos. If female Doctor Who has a relationship with the Az, if the first female Doctor, played by Jodie Whittaker, who we will lovingly call Dr. Karen, has a relationship with the Az, they might find a new use for the sonic screwdriver. If the TARDIS is a rockin', don't bother knocking. Vespine gas for 100 rubles. Just saw some guy's take on cuties, insightful as ever. He doesn't see it as a part of a trend, though. I disagree. I respect Just Some Guy, but it's something that's been going on in Hollywood for a long time. It's just the latest example. Wes Moody webcast for $5. YouTube just nuked 30 of Culture Casino subs. He's on the verge of 1,000. Let him get there. Hail the Phantom Menace. Hail Friday Night Tights. He got him back, Wes Moody. What happens, this is a new thing. If you get a bunch of subs for a video or whatever, they knock a bunch down, then they slowly repopulate. Yeah, that just happened to me. My last video is doing really well, and it got, like, the first day, the subs went nuts, and then I lost a bunch, and then they were all back the next day. GWS Hunter for $5. Doctor Who should pull a Dallas and have the last seasons be a bad dream by the last Doctor. I could not agree more. They won't, though. They just flat out won't. They will not. These companies, you know what? It's part of business admitting you're wrong and learning from your mistakes. It is. It's no longer a business, though. I don't know if it ever was for the BBC. Fred Sacco for $5. Wheaton couldn't find his own dilithium crystal with two hands. No, he couldn't. No. Bert Love, thank you for the 10 Canadian pesos. I appreciate it. Culture Casino for $5. Thank you all so much for your support. You're all amazing. I am overwhelmed again. Yes. Hail Culture. Hail Culture. Congrats on the 1,000 subs. Sunshark for $4.99. Fellow San Diegan who can't wait to get the hell out. Love your stuff. Hail. Cal exit, baby. Black Tiger 001 for 5 Canadian pesos. I think Will Wheaton was Ashley Judd. Will was a main character and career goes nowhere. Ashley on TNG for 2 episodes, first IMDb, and gets in movies. Yeah, well, it didn't hurt that Ashley was really hot, and she was a sister to those singers that were very popular back. Country was big in the 90s. Big. It's big now, but it was big back, Garth Brooks and all that stuff. Culture Casino for $5. The Geek Blend is an amazing channel. The Cantina videos are great. Yes, and he passed 1,000 too. Culture Casino for $100. Thank you again for the $100 super chat, my friend. Jonathan Aldridge for £5. Gary, recommend you watch an old show called Smack the Pony. Ooh, I don't know if I should. Should I? Keaton Smith, thank you for the $1.99. Az and Gary, when are you guys doing your comics? It'll be next week. Next week. And that's it. That's it for the Super Chat Square Up, ladies and gents. Hope you all have a good day. I've got to go do some stuff. I'll see you on Friday Night Tights. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you to everyone who has Super Chatted. We've got some Inquisition ones and I believe a Nooner one to do next time. Hopefully I'll get it done this weekend. We'll see. Working on this office, as you can see. So thanks to everyone who supports. Again, I can't thank you guys enough. It really keeps the lights on. It's really helped with the transition, a transition that wasn't well timed, and it's challenging at times. But me and the missus will get through it, and it's because of you guys. Thank you so much. See you next time.
Nerdrotic.com. Please subscribe.